Alright, hello everyone. How's
Hello.
everyone doing this? How's everyone doing this evening? I'm Pods, and we're going into Mario Galaxy. Alright, so I'm just going to explain this now because this was literally just found this morning. It was something that was found in this game, but I'm probably just going to go over right now before we start the run. Just saying, you have the time on, right? So I'm just going into
Yes, we do.
Alright, good stuff. So, I'm gonna go into Camello up here, and there is going to be a bit of a bit of RNG manipulation going on. I'm going to, shoot out a here, and the same thing again for the next stage. There's like the second fireball is going on, I'm going to restart the game, and then we can actually start the run. This was intentional, by the way, don't worry.
Okay.
Alright, so whenever we're ready to start the run, that's not the right file, okay. Anyone can like get a bit of a countdown. I guess it is an audio thing, but let's just go over it. Everything's set up. Guessing we're all ready?
I'm ready.
Can give it a little bit of a countdown. I can do it. So.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Where's my mic's a bit soft. I can So hey, this is Super Mario Galaxy, I'm Pods. On the couch I also have Lori and Dodger.
Hello.
Hello.
And this is kind of literally like the first Focus Mode run, so I'm gonna go into bunnies, and there's a few bunnies I'm gonna have to shoot with star bits in order to just collect them.
This is actually my first time ever, like, experiencing Mario Galaxy. So this is really awesome that it's going to be a speed run.
This is a really good game.
It is a really good game.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Oh my god, them bunnies are actually really good. There are these really unique setups you can go for when you're going into the bunnies, and if you just line everything up just right, you can just shoot them out immediately, and it's really clean when you get them done fast. Sadly, I'm kind of low on star bits. I have no star bits at all, so yeah. Luigi have that little hover move from 64DS? Nope. It's all just normal movement.
He is Luigified, which he's slipperier. More slippery, which is the common Luigi.
He's slippery, he's a bit faster, his acceleration's a bit faster, and also he moves in, his jumps are a bit higher as well. And he also skips a 5-minute cutscene at the start, which is why we
He also, I think, takes more air in the water.
Yeah. When getting JP, I actually want to get JP, but people are actually considering Wii VC as faster. There is a bit of a mix in this in the game about saying what's faster, Wii U Virtual Console or Japanese. It's like probably about a good 50-50 of... Well, they have a Wii U JPVC, but only one runner actually has that, which is kind of insane, but for the most part, it's good. Well, general question. I should probably just move into, But yeah, we're going over to this, really simple gateway section over here. There's nothing really too much you can explain in this. It's just more like you, not a few Goombas out. That Goomba is a little bit RNG, but it's not the worst in the world. There's not really too much RNG in this game, thank goodness. Oh my goodness, this is a good gateway. Oh, I just jinxed it. Well, that was there's actually a bit of a skip here. Where if you jump, there's like a 4-frame window of jumping and skipping that entire text box. Which, as you can see, loses about 15 seconds, but it is kind of not good if you mess it up. How to decide this game? I decided because I really like this game. I noticed one of the main events of it, and I was like, yeah, sure, just go for it. Alright, so now we're going into Good Out 1. Good Out 1 is a pretty fun level. There's just not really too much you need to explain, other than, like, going through this cutscene, so if there's anything you want to say, you can also mention it.
Okay. Well, you're watching the Fastest Furs for Life 2019, benefiting the Children's Miracle Network hospitals through Extra Life. 100% of funds collected through Extra Life directly benefits one of 170 Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the United States and Canada. Donations are used for the most immediate needs facing local kids, everything from patient programs, new equipment, and charitable care. To make a donation or learn more about how you can help, click on Donate button below the stream window or type in !donate in the chat.
Alright, so to kind of explain how this entire thing works, like, basically, just to explain how the story is, Luigi gets caught by, Luigi gets called over by Rosalina because, say, he gets, there's like 60 stars that you have to collect in order to go to Bowser, and basically, it's you just get 60 stars, call it a day, there you go. You just did the thing. So it's gonna be kind of important to focus on grabbing as many stars as possible that are the fastest and can lead to the right paths. If I can get into that would be nice.
For reference, there are 120 stars in this game, so we're getting half of them.
Yep.
Half of them, geez.
Yeah. And this is like the shorter half. It's rounded out so we don't have to do some of the longer ones.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any like mandatory stars that we have to that's going to be a little bit more lengthy?
There are a few longer ones, such as mainly like all of the ones you're gonna see in this terrace. Well, like everything in the terrace is pretty short, but some of the levels are pretty long, but it's like you're gonna have to go through it, and some of the fountains also required, but
the main thing is the layout of the game. So, like, you know, you have to eventually open up a new level by beating the Bowser stage in a previous level. So, like, it's not like, you know, we can get all 60 stars without having to do the first Bowser stage. So we're gonna eventually have to do stages that just aren't, you know, the ones we may want to do just because, like, you know, we have to unlock new levels. There's a mechanic also that unlocks usually pretty quick levels that I won't get into yet because it's just not happening yet.
Okay, gotcha. No spoilers.
Yeah.
It's, complicated to say.
I have a friend that
Oh,
Lord's gone.
welcome back.
My
Oh, you're
Discord
back.
just broke spontaneously.
Oh, geez, right in the middle.
Like, my internet didn't go down. My Chrome was fine. My VLC playback was fine. Discord? Nope.
It's all good.
But yeah, no. I have a friend that once got mad at me because I kept like explaining mechanics in their marathon run like a minute or so before they got to that mechanic, so I'm gonna try and not do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Copy
Noted.
that. Makes sense.
Branding. Alright, so going into the Dino Piranha fight, you just hit the tail for some damage. There's not really anything else you can explain other than that. And it's also going to be important to collect as many starbits as we can. So you may notice there are these starbits on the floor, and we're going to be getting as much as we can in the biggest clumps as possible, because it's like every time you get a select amount of starbits, you can collect well. Every time you get starbits, there are these text boxes that you see every time you go into the next level, and it's just it does take a bit of a while. So you see that coin text box and the starbit text box.
Right. So if we collect the starbits, does that mean that we unlock a star?
You do unlock 2 stars after that.
Okay.
That's the thing I mentioned earlier that I said I wasn't gonna get into yet, but I guess with that question I'll ask it now, or I'll answer it now. There are some stars in this game where you have to feed a character star in order to unlock a level. And while those are usually pretty fast, not only is it a lot of star bits in some cases, but also what Pods just mentioned with having to watch a cutscene when you're getting star bits after every level, we can't get all of them, even if they're technically fast levels.
I see.
Because just the circumstances of reaching the level already makes it slower than doing another.
That's really interesting. Wow. So even if it would be faster, in theory, because the fact that you have to go through the cutscenes, it just makes it tedious to do.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. And so, is there any way that you can like cheese in the game, like how we saw with Ocarina of Time? There were like glitches and stuff. Is there anything like that with Galaxy?
There's nothing in particular with levels, but you're gonna see a bunch. Well, there's no like level skips. Like if you hear how good Mario 64 is with like DLJs, you can basically skip the entire thing and beat the entire game in 7 minutes. There's nothing like that in Galaxy. It's just more like it's more linear in a way, but there are a few things that you may see in levels that are a bit confusing. Also, like you may have noticed that thing I did right at the start is known as the home and ground pound. You can basically just home and ground pound on that Luma and just get past that entire section without talking to him.
Wow, that's amazing.
Alright, so we're going to get 100 starbits in order to feed that hungry Luma, which allows us to actually unlock the next planet. And then I would have probably said about there being a cycle, but I keep forgetting that cycle is not an actual thing in... There's basically like, I think there's actually a bit of a cycle here, and but it's not really too much, because it's like, it's not really useful because I'm playing in 16:9. There are actually a few things that are different in 16:9 and 4x3. It's like really confusing, but it's like, just learned that recently. It's cool.
Oh yeah, this is like a Wii game, so this was a very weird time aspect ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, it's just a mix between people using 4x3 and 16:9. Even though it's like sometimes people say it's faster, sometimes people say it's not.
they should have a way of testing that. So it's like, here's a hard evidence right here, you know?
Yeah. Alright, Honey I've won. I should have probably practiced this before going on, but there's a skip in here called Honey I've Won skip, which is kind of where skips kind of start, but it's like, yeah, it's kind of, it's a thing that it's a thing that exists, to say the least, and I hate it. Hopefully it's like actually nice to me, because the skip can really mess you up if you're not if you're not doing good. Alright, so Laurie, do you know if you can like explain it? Would be nice. If you can't, that's fine. I'll probably explain
This skip, so yeah, this is one of the major things in terms of like, you know, how you can kind of skip in a linear level.
Oh my God.
Basically, what would happen in this level is you have to kind of go around all these planets in order to reach where Captain Toad is. However, by using this game's spin mechanic, you can climb up slopes, kind of, if they're a nice kind of slope, as you can see. And so Pods is going to climb up that slope, which you saw, and then jump onto this tree, which you also saw, and just start climbing up this tree and reach where the star is without having to do, like, the actual level. I don't remember how much time it saves, but it's a decent chunk.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
Well, it saves about 50 seconds. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it takes like 50 seconds, or it takes, well, to get around the entire thing. It's usually better to just go doing this, and, well, you can do this twice. Well, you can probably do this, I think you can probably do this, mess it up, and try it again, it'd still be faster than doing it normally.
That's really cool.
Chat's saying my mic is loud, so I lowered my input volume a bit. Chat, is this good?
It sounds good to me. Both of you guys sound good.
Alright.
You know what else sounds good? The marathon's goal is to raise $5,000 for the Children's Miracle Network. This represents 1/10 of the team's 2019 goal of $50,000.
That does sound good.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a good thing to donate to.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Donate towards, and it gives me something to say.
Yeah, exactly. Alright.
And you're helping kids in need.
So I should probably explain this, because this is, again, mostly pretty close to like the exact same thing. But there's like one huge difference here, called, this is like tower skip instead of tree skip. Well, it's more like Honey Out 2 skip, because, yeah, there's a lot of things we do in this tree, and oh my goodness, this is bad. I'm gonna risk it all, thank you. This way. Oh no. This tree's camera can be really annoying if... Come on, cooperate, thank you. That tree's camera can be really annoying, and it's like really bad to work. Not to do in runs if you... Alright, so now I'm gonna just go and face this. Apparently this enemy is called a stink bug parent. I actually didn't know that until recently, so one of the runners actually just explained it, but I was like, okay, sure, thanks. I wanted to know.
Did we just kill its child?
Of course!
Yeah.
It's a Mario game.
It's a Mario
my
game.
God!
Don't think about it.
Family friendly.
It's sadly a bit morbid, but it's like, it can't... Nah, it's a Mario game.
Jeez, that's crazy. It's the subtle things in Mario that makes it.
It's the subtle things in Mario. Yep. It's definite. Alright, now we're going into Honey I Free. Yeah, another skip going in. It's called B-less. But wait, I'm gonna like get the B. Like,
Can we get a B emoji in the chat? Whether it's like a B emoji or a B emoji, like you pick. I just want one.
Either one of them.
There's bee emojis?
Like just the letter B or a B.
I see, okay. So you just have to be the bee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha, okay.
And apparently this
Well,
alright, so we're gonna see this one thing called B. Oh, this is like the B-list. Okay. And I like actually. Thank you. Game's not cooperating with me very well right now, but there's a thing with this B where if you can, well, you can actually do this really quickly by going at the right spots. So I'm gonna do a ground pound here for the first hit, and the second hit is kind of where the beadless thing gets into play.
so this is the end all be all.
Ah, yeah.
This is a 2.5 hour run.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this isn't the end all be all. I'll redact that.
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, so by the way, what I did there, you may have noticed of me trying to use the camera to... But I actually picked that up in a tournament match that was going on about 24 hours ago, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm taking that.
Put that in the kit.
Why not?
Exactly.
Alright,
So-
now we... Oh, sorry, if you want
Oh no, I was just gonna ask because out of curiosity, I've never played this game. So how can you control the camera? If
there's well, it's used by the D-pad.
Okay.
It's
This is
kind of...
a nunchuck game. I feel like that is kind of obvious, but just in case,
Yeah.
this is a nunchuck game. So you're using the nunchuck's analog stick, and
yeah.
D-pad has camera control.
On the topic of nunchuck, this is that one level where motion controls are a thing. Ah, yay!
Yeah.
Ah, okay, all right, okay. That's
It's
pretty
a-
gnarly.
It's a Mario. It's a Wii game.
It's a Wii game, so it's time for motion controls. If anyone wants to like guess my time for this level, feel free to. A time I usually get like between 57, 58 seconds. It's
There
basically
is decimal points to the 100th place.
Yeah.
I was going to say 2 seconds.
Yes. 5. Oh, no skip SMH. There's an actual skip here, but it's like... I kind of don't want to do it in a marathon run, because it
Understandable.
Yeah.
It literally saves a second, and there's a risk of crashing. Alright, so 58, 62, 57, 41, reasonable.
12.6.
12.6, yes. A bit less reasonable, I don't think I can try my best though. All
You
right,
should
there
just
we go.
improve, honestly.
I should just
Oh, yeah.
move forehead. Just beat like the world record by like 43 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
that's what I.
yeah, the world record for this is like a 55, and it's insane with how good he takes his corners.
He just drifts.
That's power trip. He basically just drifts right at the edge of the rail, and it's like, what on earth is going on? It's insane.
That's amazing. You know what else is quite the speed for the speed run? The fastest furries for life is the first ever speedrunning marathon organized by members of the furry community.
Lori,
Wow.
Lori, to add, you were pretty close.
Nice.
Hey.
Got a 55, no, 57, 55. There's nothing wrong with showing tricky tricks, but it can crash, so... well, it can actually hardlock the game if you mess it up, so it's like... Yeah, I don't want to. Sorry. I don't know where we was keeping that star. Save up for another day. Can I? Thank you. Alright, now we got Flip Switch. Flip Switch is pretty, it doesn't look interesting, but it's pretty interesting, because it's like, yeah, it's a good, well, there's a cycle you have to reach. It's be tight, but, we'll see how it goes out. Also, I could probably just give a little bit of a mention. Oh, there are these tricks in this game known as landing cancels and camera cancels. You're gonna see them a lot, or, well, you're gonna see me try and do them a lot, because, oh, I just forgot to jump. Note to self, jump next.
We just saw that at the
Oh
same time.
no. Yeah, I was about to say, wait, what?
Alright, now the cycles are ruined. I can...
Okay. Looks like we just had a $50 donations from the Wayfaring Fox. This is for me missing 5 different restricted items wrong warps during my Ocarina of Time 3D run. If any of the incentives have not been unlocked for several runs, this will go to that.
Alright, nice. Thanks, Fox.
What is our incentive progress? I believe we met Path of Pain a while ago for Hollow Knight. What's the next incentive? Is that the Deltarune gem?
No.
Yes, that's the Delta.
No, sure the gem. Wait, hasn't it gone hit? I don't remember.
Has that gotten met?
I believe it has not actually. I think this will actually meet it. Okay.
Okay. Alright, time for Robot Reactor. If anyone can, like, well, I can probably explain, how Robot Reactor is, because there's a trick here, which kind of shows what I mean when I say that this level is probably broken with gravity. And when I say broken by gravity, yeah. So, this trick is actually really easy. I think someone can do it in their first... Relatively easy with very little practice, but you literally just do a triple jump and spin, and that's it. It is... that is all you do. Basically, the gravity from the, of course, big robot on the screen just makes it so that you can ground pound immediately, and it just takes you into the gravity, takes you in. Okay, alright, so now it's time for the Robot Reactor, or as I like to call the Shadow of the Colossus fight, because, oh my, and I missed it.
So just as an update, this is the first bid for Enterprise, the Deltarune. Oh wait, no, actually no, it's not. Excuse me. This is gonna be the one in the lead. The one beforehand was $20. Excuse me.
Alright, we'll just pretend that that I didn't miss that cycle, and there we go. That's the end of that's the end of the terrace. Well, for now, at least. This is pretty good for a marathon run. Actually, it's like a 27. I want to say this is a 27. 5. Yeah, something like that. 7, actually. I don't really know how long these cutscenes are, so it's like, I can't fully remember. Okay! Oh god, I hate this level. With a burning passion. I kind of dread to doing this, but this is Space Junk 1, and... well, we're going to Space Junk 1 skip. And yay! If you don't know the skip can be either really nice or painfully bad, so yeah, hopefully it's good. Because in a way this feels like RNG, even though it isn't. Oh yeah, Lori, if you want to like explain the skip.
What level are we going to?
Space Junk 1.
Oh, um, so something you might have seen in the run already is pole stars. Basically, they're these little blue stars that you have to like point at and grab on, and you use those to enter levels. But they're also within some levels. And in the upcoming level, there's a skip where you can kind of abuse pole stars a little bit to get your gravity onto a different planet that is much later in the level, and it saves, I want to say, a minute.
It's probably closer to like 40 seconds or something like that.
It
But then
saves a
again,
lot of time.
it saves a lot, but you do it twice. That's the thing that makes it bad.
Yeah,
And
well,
this skip is really fidgety, and it can go wrong anywhere at any point. So I might be
No
stuck
pressure.
here. I might be stuck here a while if I don't get this first try. Luckily, there is a bit of a setup for it, but it's like if I don't get this first try, I'm gonna go for the backup setup. Nice, I got it.
nice.
Sweet.
But yeah, we're not fully done because there's another skip literally right after. This skip is called Sludgy Hop, where it's basically coming from the world record holder, because you can basically just... Well, it was found by one of the original world record holders in the game. You can literally just do a triple jump up there, and the gravity of the planet just makes you get over to the... get over there. Alright, so now we're gonna get these 5 silver stars. And... Yep. And there we go. Platforms are there. Platforms only show up when you're close to them, so it's like you do have to memorize the path, but it's like it's not really too bad because they do show you the way. It's not really too hard to remember. And now time for Space Jump 2, which is why I did that thing right at the start of the run. Okay, so I'm just going to explain this right now, because this was... I might be a bit bad at explaining this, because this is literally just found yesterday. So there was a thing in the Camella fight that you may see a bit later on, where the cycles can be really dependent on how this Camella fight works. So you're gonna see Camella either throw a shell or a fireball. Well, Camella can throw either a shell or a fireball, and it can either be like, well, and it goes into a set pattern. That turns out it was found that set pattern could load if you refresh the game. Like, if you either go into the reset menu and it actually does transfer. If you reset the level, reset the menu, go into different files, and etc.
Really cool.
So normally what you would see is you'd see shell and you have to spin every time Camella shoots a fireball, but that is not the case anymore as of about 16 hours ago. Oh my god.
That's super recent then.
It was literally found like last night, and I was like, okay, I just woke up and I was like, okay, what on earth? It's just so confusing. Okay, so you may have noticed me just grab this third shell here for Camella. There's one specific reason for that. I'll explain it in about a hot second. If I can get it, that is. And you can just shoot one right into her face. And now as you should see, the second one is a shell. And the third one should be a shell as well. That would normally be RNG, but it can be manipulated. So that's just cool. Shoutouts to Danny and Timber for finding that.
That is so cool. I was gonna ask if it's like random or is there a pattern?
It is a pattern, but the pattern is, well, Like, the pan for the second phase is Fireball Shell, and pan for the third phase is 2 Fireballs, then a Shell, then 2 Fireballs, and the Shell, and it's... If you just go out of the game at the second Fireball, then the next one is automatically going to be a Shell. If you, reload the game. So hey, Danny. Speak to the devil. Heroes. Thanks for finding this, by the way. Alright, so Rolling Green, again, another level with motion controls, but now it's actually a little bit different, because it's basically ball mechanics.
So we're rolling stuff now?
Yep.
Hey. That's awesome.
The best way I have to describe it is, if you've ever played Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, we're basically playing that.
Basically. Also,
That's cool.
That was risky, but it saves 4 seconds, so it's worth it.
Why did you go for that?
Oh my god.
This is a really cool run.
Yeah, seriously. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I hope you guys are too.
It is raining the heck outside, and I should probably just be...
Oh, I can hear it when you talk.
Yes, I am.
Or that's just a funny mic sound. I don't know. It sounds like rain, though.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I live in a very, like, an area that when it rains, it can rain a lot and hard out of, like, basically nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like you're raining very hard and you can barely hear it.
Yeah, it's very faint. It's very faint. I know in the summer that's how it is where I live too. It's just like pouring.
Oh, it's all you get here in Wales. Constant rain. Okay, Balrog 1. This is probably the best time for donations. Like, well, after this, like, you should see a bit of an auto-scroller.
Okay.
And as soon as the auto-scroll starts, you can probably just crack over a few donations if there are any. It's like starts in like about 30 seconds.
There hasn't been any donations. But
Okay. Or if there's anything you want to like go on.
sure. So like I got a couple of things here, you know. I can just read off right here. Do you enjoy playing video games on Twitch? Do you like helping out sick kids? Ever feel a little bit fuzzy? If you said yes to any of these things, you might be the perfect fit for our Extra Life team. If you're interested in joining, please click on the join the team button in the graphic below the stream window or type !join in chat.
Alright, okay, thanks to thanks for rating. So, by the way, I still have chat open, by the way, so if anyone, I guess, if anyone has, like, any questions as well, you can feel free to ask, because there's nothing really too much going on in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good
Absolutely.
message to everybody that just came in from the raid. If you have any questions about the game during the run, please ask them, because we would love to.
Absolutely.
Right now, we're just kind of on a platform, though.
Yeah.
Just scrolling away.
Hi, we're off the platform.
Alright, now we're off the platform, we're gonna chase this bullshit into... Don't die. Thanks, David.
Perfect time for questions, donations, anything.
Anything of the sort.
Does any percent include 2-player getting star bits?
That's not banned.
It's not banned, you can do that if you want to.
It's- Go ahead.
There's a whole thing in this game called 2-player in... Oh, well, there's a 2-player thing where, if you notice, there's like a buddy jump, where basically, well, I don't know, I call it buddy jump, but I think it's just a two-player jump. Well, it's basically if you play your game as two-player, you admittedly hold two remotes, but it's like you well, two remotes at the same time as well as a nunchuck. It can be a bit bad in your hands, but for the most part, it does involve basically given an extra jump, and also can be used in order to get extra star bits.
Yeah. It's technically faster, but again, holding two Wii remotes and a nunchuck, your hands don't.
It doesn't work well. I know some runners that do decide to do it, like, for example, shoutouts to Claire, as she is one of the only people to do it, as well as, I saw, I actually I was commentating a tournament match that did involve it, that did involve one of the runners using two-player for some specific moments in the run. Alright, so this level is where things start to get a bit interesting, because there are some of these smaller skips that are going on. Like, for example, if something's not on the camera, it might as well just not exist. And this is one of the main examples for it. So it's like, you can just skip it usually does fling you up, but it's like you can't, if you just look at it in the camera, it just doesn't fling you up for some reason. And now, gonna do the same thing with this. Also, trust me, I know what I'm doing. This may look a bit risky, but I'm gonna go for it, because it's cool. I know what I'm doing. There's a visual cue for this. Alright, so I'm gonna shoot this bomb into this cage, and there we go. I basically have that set to the exact same thing, so all I can do is shoot right at the same time, and I miss it. That's a bit karma right there. I probably shouldn't have gone for that, but whatever.
It looks like that we just got a $5 donation from Trixie Fox. She writes, "I'm glad to I'm catching your run, Pods. Go fast. Donation incentive for Final Fantasy IV FE Zelda Twin Harp, please."
Thanks, Trix.
Thank you.
Alright, so, again, same thing done here with this. Well, this is like the exact same example. I missed? Okay. My hands are really shaking for some reason. I'm not sure how I died doing that, but okay. Luckily, my estimate's really lenient, so it's like it's not too bad. Oh my goodness. I can do...
We also just got a $5 donation from TK. Thank you so much. He writes, $5 donation train. Let's go. Choo choo.
There we go. We got the star.
Eventually. We'll just pretend that this level didn't happen.
That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Alright, Space... Now, you remember Space Junk 1? Well, or for those who are coming from the raid, now it's time for Space Junk 1. Do the exact same thing again.
Just in case you missed it.
In case you missed it, you want to
In case you love it.
No, you don't.
Who loves it? Not me.
So this is just like the same exact level that we did like not even 10 minutes ago, except there's a countdown timer that is not going to get anywhere close to 0 by the time we're done with.
You get 4 minutes for this level.
How much do you need?
1. It shows how Nintendo timers are not good at all. And oh my god, I got this again first try.
You know what else we just got? We got another $5 donation from Hotbot. Choot choot! Thank you so much for dono.
Keep them donations rolling.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, something I should explain for this level. If you take a death, you're gone. There is no checkpoints in this. There is no, well, there are no checkpoints in this at all, so it's like, if you mess it up, you're going right back to the start.
Mm-hmm.
I usually take this a little bit safer.
Yeah. And that's just kind of a thing in these general types of levels. So, I guess I can explain why this is happening. This is called a trickster comet, basically, and there are many different types. And they show up in levels. There's cycles to them, comet cycles, which are fun. I guess it's an adjective to describe them. But basically, they'll show up every now and then and give challenges to levels. So, for example, that one had a speedrun timer.
That was a gold, by the way. I don't even know how.
Nice.
But yeah, that one has like a speedrun timer. There's also going to be like, you know, you're going to have to race a character through a level. You're going to have to do a level with 1 HP. Stuff like that.
Also,
Nice.
speaking about that, I love the fact that we basically called it, just due to the fact that I literally said I was going to be a minute. It literally takes a minute.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Again, you do not need 4 minutes for that level. Even if you don't do the skip, you don't even need like more than 2 some.
Yeah.
We just got a $5 donation from Wayfaring Fox. Thank you so much.
Also, I should probably talk. I haven't talked about the camera cancels and landing cancels. So, there's this thing in this game called camera cancels, where basically, you do, well, where you basically move the D-pad from up and down on the D-pad. I was trying to do that, but that didn't work. Where it's basically, if you do that, you may realize that, like this, for example, you may realize that Luigi doesn't get stuck, and he does like a little animation. There are some of these planets you can do the camera cancels. Well, you can't do camera cancels on, which you can do these other things known as landing cancels, which are basically a frame perfect trick. You don't usually see me getting them, but it's like every time I do, I will point it out. I've already gotten one so far. I've done again, it's a frame perfect trick, so it's like you don't usually see me getting any more than 5 in a run.
Is there like a world record for how many someone has gotten in one run?
If there was, I have no idea.
I don't think people track that too often.
People don't track it. It literally
I see.
only
Okay.
saves. It only saves a second every time it's done.
Okay, I see.
Alright, so now we're going to go into Battle Royale, well, into the Top Man fight, where it's, like, pretty cool. Where you just knock out, well, it's a pretty easy fight. You just knock over a Top Man, and, well, you just knock over a Top Man twice, and there you go. That's it.
This fight is like...
3 times, sorry.
If you've heard of easy boss fights, this is stupid easy.
You know what the worst part is? We literally have to do this again.
Again?
Yeah, we're gonna see him again.
Jeez, is he gonna become any more harder, or is he just gonna be completely simple, easy throughout the whole entire time?
Oh, it is. Oh, it's harder.
It's harder. Oh, okay, that's good.
By the sense of you only get 1 HP.
Ah, okay.
But you don't need it, like...
Doesn't seem like it, honestly.
This game was... most of the levels in this game are meant to be easy, but it's like, there are some, of course... Well, the skips are the only reason that makes it actually challenging.
Speaking of fighting that boss that we just fought with 1 HP, guess what we're about?
Back at it again.
Heck yeah. And that's another one of them jump cancels.
We just had a $5 donation from Furcube, writing "choo choo," keeping that $5 donation train running.
Oh my goodness, that is a... Also, you don't really want to die in this fight, because as you can probably imagine, it would be... It's pretty...
The shame would bring upon the end of your career.
It's pretty shameful.
I would imagine why.
Oh yeah, this game does have a really big difficulty spike with Trial Galaxies. It's more of a thing in 120 star, but it's like the Trial Galaxies are just gone from like, okay, think about the motion controlled galaxies that are fun, quote unquote fun, and make them like 10 times harder. That's the entire thing. Alright, now it's time for Star Reactor. And yay, Star Reactor. So...
Don't die right at the beginning.
I won't, I'll try not to. Well, I'll try not to.
Is it super easy to die at the beginning?
Oh, oops, sorry.
I told you not to die at the beginning. Well, I'll give you some good news. Dying at the beginning there actually skips you to the next point of the level, so it's fast.
It's actually fast.
Wait, what?
You somehow, when you do that jump off of that part of the beginning of the level, hit the checkpoint, hit like the first checkpoint of the level.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Who
So
QA'd this?
I don't know, but yeah, no, that's why I made the joke about not dying, because I was waiting for him to die.
Yep.
That is amazing.
And now time for the Bowser fight. I'm gonna take this a bit safer and go up a bit more. You normally just have to go all the way around, but you can just launch him straight in to the fight, because it's like, yeah, good game. It's a good video game. And now the Bowser fight can be completely hacked over, as you will probably see right over here. There are these cycle skips you can do. They're all different in there are 3 Bowser fights, every one of them is a little bit different. So you may notice there's a bit of a cycle skip you can do here, and same thing over here. You normally want Bowser to pound that glass in order to... yeah. And same thing for the third phase. It's literally the exact same thing with all 3 hits. It's a very challenging fight. Change my mind. And now we're actually done with the fountain.
Easy peasy.
Oh my goodness, I just looked at my PB comparison and I'm... okay.
Oh my.
Yeah, the Battle Rock 3 thing is... no, the Battle Rock 2 thing did kind of knock me back, but it's like, other than that, I'm actually doing pretty good. Other than that, and also like the, this was a bit dodgy, but it's like, this is still beating my fountain, even with that horror, with that Battle Rock 2. I still save time in fountain, what on earth is this?
That's incredible.
There's like, sometimes you can just have like, these big time losses in the run that are like, Okay, it just exists. And now it's time for time for kitchen, where well, Beach Ball 1, where Beach Ball 1's a thing. It's a level that exists. It's probably the worst level that exists if you play as Mario, which I'm sorry for those who do. No, like really, there's an actual thing in this level. This level may not look hard, but if you're playing as Mario, there's this thing. There's a thing in the run known as tilt, and if you don't know it, it can really just, as you can probably, it can really just put you on tilt, literally. It's...
Don't get tilted.
Kitchen is the worst, yeah.
Sounds like it's a hard thing to do, not to get tilted.
It is. Oh my god, I get mad all the time.
There's like a... Oh. It's a really confusing thing to understand, but it's like if you, But by the way, just think about this title for a level for a moment, Sunken Treasures.
Sunken Treasure.
And just imagine, we're not doing any of that. This title is basically just clickbait.
What?
Like, you literally just go over here, triple jump onto this tree, do a backflip, triple jump again. That triple jump can be annoying as Mario, and that is it.
Wow.
Just some of the things that Nintendo just miss.
Level design.
Level design, alright?
Heck yeah.
The Sunken Treasure alludes to, I think there's like launch star pieces in the water or something.
Yeah, and
but you don't need
any
them.
of that. Cause like, imagine doing the intended route. There's like so many things that Nintendo just misses. Seems legit, yeah. Alright, now it's time for, now Beach Bowl 2. This level is basically the entire concept of a school for some reason, because, oh my goodness, that's a bit of a raid right there. Yo, Lino, thanks for the raid.
Oh my goodness. I keep looking away and the raids keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
We need everybody to support the cause.
Yeah, actually, with a raid, Pods, do we have a moment to talk about the cause?
Sure.
Alright, Dodger, hit him.
Okay, let me hit you with the facts, okay? You're watching the Fastest Furs for Life 2019, benefiting the Children's Miracle Network hospitals through Extra Life. 100% of the funds collected through Extra Life directly benefit one of the 170 Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the United States and Canada. Donations are used for the most immediate needs facing local kids. Everything from patient programs, new equipment, and charitable care. To make a donation or to learn more about how you can help, click on donate button below the stream window or type in !donate in the chat. Right now we have a $5 donation train. You can go ahead and keep it running.
Thanks. Also, can I just talk about how the fact that was basically on the verge of just falling off into the water there?
Yeah, you were like really hugging on that ledge.
That was a bit funny. Okay, now Beach Bowl Secret. I need to remember not to go into Beach Bowl 2 this time. I did that on my last run. That was a joke and a half. Like, it's more important to go into the, you can only go into Beach Bowl 3 here. If you go into Beach Bowl 2, you just lose like 50 I just lost like 50 seconds thanks to going into the wrong level. Also, that's another one of those landing cancels. A jump cancel. And now, this level is actually a pretty interesting one. There's an actual glitch in this that most people know and realize in this level, where if you if you spin at a surface, like for example these waterfalls when you're with an ice flower, then you can basically bonk walk bonk walk. You can bonk and then you just up walk for some random reason because good video game. It's not that useful, but it's a thing. Also, this skip is also cool. You can basically just backflip up there. Also, that was a gold. Nice.
Nice. We just got a $5 donation from a anonymous typing "keep that train running." Thank you so much for the donation.
Alright, we got over 400 star bits, which is important for this next level, because we're gonna be going into feeding one of these hungry Lumas. And basically, it's important to get it because if you don't have 400 star bits, you're done. The run is dead. You can't go back. Luigi probably any advantages. Luigi is faster with movement, acceleration's a bit faster, and also skips a 5-minute cutscene right at the start.
Also, like, better jumps.
Also better jumps.
There have been a lot of skips where we've done triple jumps that Mario just, like, it's much harder for Mario just because he can't.
Or some he can't do. Like, well.
It's secretly because Luigi is the better brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back. Also, now this is a very fitting level for Halloween, but this is another skip that we can probably talk about. It is called Mansion Flip, because... And... Well, about that, I hear a bit of a donation, but sorry, can you,
Yeah.
like, if you can hang on until after this skip, because I'm kind of curious what it is, and we can probably do that as we go into the next level.
Absolutely.
There's a bit of a skip here called Mansion Flip. Basically, Nintendo forgot to put a floor here, and you can basically just go through it, because yes. Alright, now you can go with the donation.
Okay, we just had a $500 donation from Anonymous.
Oh my god.
And they wrote, "Keep up the awesomeness. You all rock. You rock." Thank you so much for the donation. And thank you so much to Bad's Flower for $5. And they typed Batty.
Oh my goodness.
That is amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Going. Also, nice gold again. On a bit of a trend again.
Hey. We are 50% to our goal, it looks like.
Halfway there.
Yeah. Living on a prayer.
I was gonna do that.
Yeah, we all were. Everybody in chat was thinking that.
Absolutely.
And if you weren't, you're a lie.
Don't deny it.
So, that is an actual thing in here where we're gonna be feeding this to Andre Luma, but then again, also that was a bit early. We're not, because we need to talk to Luigi. There's an actual reason why we do that, because basically Luigi is the reason why we do the a level a little bit later.
Yeah, so there are two Luigis.
Also, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's just because when you're first playing this game, you can't unlock Luigi until you've played through the full game as Mario. So that's just kind of Luigi's, like, placement in the main. You're gonna be able to get some very fast stars thanks to Luigi later in the.
Yeah. Oh, and also, this is what Mario 64 is. Well, Mario 64 on his usually treat Galaxy. This is just like a long jump simulator 2007. Like, this is the entirety of Mario Galaxy in the eyes of Mario 64 runners.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is like what Hungry Luma Galaxies do. They're usually pretty short, like.
Nice backflip.
And Yeah, no, but as much as we would love to be able to do like all of these, because again they're short, later in the game they start costing a lot of stars.
They do.
Right,
Like,
right.
over 1,000 for some of them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
The 100% run of this game, or the 120 star, has a notable star bit grind, and
there are 2 Starbit grinds.
well, I remember one of them, so that's the notable one.
How about as the run cycle RNGs? You mean like the cycles in this level, in the levels are like consistent. No matter if you know what you're doing. There's not really that much RNG in this game. There's an RNG section in 120 star, but 120 star is a completely different thing, and we're not doing that luckily because we will be here for another 3 hours. And well, there's an entire RNG thing in 120 star called PodzDragon, and yeah, we don't talk about that. The worst part is Galaxy 2 is very genius, and they just decided to do the exact same thing again.
It's not a Galaxy game if there aren't like the same boss 3 times in the game.
Yep.
Couldn't that be said for any Super Mario game, though, when you think about it?
I mean, I guess?
Also, Cosmic Clone here.
Yep.
There's that was a bit of a boost you can go right at the start, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Also, this strat's a thing. This is normally the thing you would do if you don't go for tree skip.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of level that we don't go through in Honey Hive because we can
just skip it.
And like even when we skip a decent chunk of the Cosmic Clone race,
Also, hey,
you know, we go to a level that we haven't seen.
Hey, this level is a thing.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this? This is the hardest level in the game.
Oh right, this level.
First off,
Don't die at the beginning.
First off, we need to go into Good Egg 1, because if we go into Good Egg 3, you'll lose 16 seconds, and this is the entire level.
My god.
And that's it. That's all of it.
That's incredible. That's just, oh my god.
But yeah, alright, after this, and we got Beach Bowl 3. No, we're gonna go back into Beach Bowl, because we're not fully finished with that. Ah, goodness, I hate this next level.
Yeah, you can't even tell if you're being serious or you're playing around.
This is, this one is actually not banter, this is more just actual 100% real. This level is actually a level I hate. There's a skip right at the end that is just, yeah, it's a thing. And it can really heck you over if you do not know what you're doing.
Hopefully, we're gonna be able to do it, no problem.
I would totally agree, but it's like, it's nearly midnight, so I shouldn't.
I can root for you.
You can.
I just raised the stakes personally.
Oh god. Okay, so if someone can like explain this skip, oh sorry, or I can explain the skip, that would be nice, but it's like...
This level, this area is the gravity in it's kind of... It's actually, this isn't even a gravity-based skip, it's more of just a... Oh, you fell off. It isn't really a gravity-based skip, it's just kind of like a very specific jump that we're gonna be doing.
Yep. Haven't even gotten to the skip, and I'm already messing it up.
Yeah. It skips the whole like last part of this planet.
Yep. And it's hard. If
There you go. You
mess
got
up-
it though.
If you mess up the timing, you can just die. Well, there's a really strict timing to it. If you mess it up, you're dead. You're gone. I really just combined dead and gone the same word there. Alright.
Emphasizing.
And hey. So we're gonna do the same thing again, because why not? No, this is actually a different level, very different. This is actually a fast photon. No, fast photon, which moves slightly faster. That's all he changed.
The boys, they schmoovin'.
Also, speaking about this, as you may notice, I just realized that the last two words, Cyclone Stone, is actually... Well, I think that's actually how they got the name for this level in Galaxy 2, because this level exists in there as well, and you have to do
I think
twice.
it's Stone Cyclone.
It's Stone Cyclone, but that's probably where they got the naming from. They just changed
Yeah.
the words around, and this is what I mean when I say that this skip is hard.
Yeah. It
Oh
is
my god.
a very annoying jump.
It's very annoying, and you would usually expect to die at once if you just... I think my angle was off there. I could show the other strat, but it's not. I'm not at that point yet. There's another strat you can do with Mario where you just go and land on a touch box and you can just throw yourself onto the platform. But
Oh yeah, no. I know what you're talking about. It's such a funny thing to do.
It's a funny thing, but it's like, no. Okay, now it's time for this. I've been looking forward for this. I'm gonna try it once. No pressure, because this is actually the hardest skip in the game. I've never got it before. And yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Imagine you get it right now.
Yeah, in the marathon setting. So, this is called Keyless. It involves skipping this entire autoscroll because... And I quote, this is gonna look like I'm gonna be standing on nothing as I'm doing this, but trust me, there are these like really small things that you have to land on, and it is precise. It's all heck. If I get it, if I get this, it saves 5 seconds from another strat. See how I do. Good start. Good start. What? Whoa, what? Okay, that has never happened before.
What?
What? Whoa.
Okay. Okay, that's what that's what would have happened. I want to give that another shot because I got stolen from that.
Yeah, no, I'm so confused.
You have to give it another shot. You have to. That was incredible.
I feel like every single
There we
run this
go.
marathon so far has had a "that's never happened before" moment.
Nice, got it.
Someone's
got
gonna
it.
have to like edit it. And like all the times that we say that's never happened, just like put it all together, just compilation.
Also, I'm going.
You're gonna see every game in the marathon.
Right?
That's what was meant to happen. And this is like the opposite of marathon strats, because this is like actually faster. It's risky as all heck, and only top runners do it.
So that means you're a top runner.
I mean, I have a 233, which is about like probably not good enough for well, a 232 even. I don't even remember my own PB, which is pretty good for. It's pretty good, but it's not quite top runner that I would usually expect going for it. That skip is hard, by the way, and it's probably like the hardest skip in the game, in my opinion.
What's the top time for this game?
It's sub 230. Like the world record's a 223, 38 by Hardcore Gaming, and
Wow.
it is actually mental. My PB is a 232.27, which puts me at 13th from the leaderboards. Alright, I'm gonna one sec.
I just checked. It says you're 14th.
14th now. Heck, I'm guessing someone might have bought me, but 14th, whatever.
That's still really good though, in my opinion.
Funnily enough, when I started this game, the world record was the guy above me, Kaorea, who had like a slightly lower 232, and now I'm literally almost at him, at his point where I started 3 years ago.
Wow.
It is still really good how yeah, quite a lot of people do this game. It's like we're talking a good 200 runners, 300, something along those lines. Sadly, like Luigi's not really as popular as Mario, but it's like kind of is a bit of an understatement.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, why have so many people run Mario?
I don't even
Too
know.
many people.
Don't even
Like-
know why. It's
It's just because Mario is iconic, unlike Luigi. You know, number.
I was expecting, like, okay, there might be, like, you know, I might look at the board, see, like, maybe 100 people for Luigi, and, like, maybe a little bit lower for Mario, because, you know, Mario's the slower category because of the opening.
Right.
No, Luigi has 150-something runs, and Mario has double.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I still don't even understand.
It might be a lot of people that, like, played it once in a race setting with friends for fun that didn't know strats, and then, like, submitted it
Yeah.
because, you know, why not? I do that.
Alright, this is a Alright, now for Airship Armada. Got this Bowser Jr. This fight can go really wrong if you mess it up, so yeah. There we go, that's 2 and that's 3, so yeah. 4 and that's 5. If you miss one of these shots, everything, like that for example, everything can just go horribly wrong. So, luckily it didn't, but I'm gonna go in with star bits, so I'm gonna lose a little bit of time. Not what I wanted, but whatever. We'll just pretend that that didn't happen.
We'll just redact that.
Yeah, it's just like... I mean, it's just a second, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the best time in the world is probably a Mario player, not a Luigi.
No, it's Luigi.
No, it's Luigi, because Luigi is fast.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Luigi's-
why are there more Mario players? I
don't
can't
know.
understand that.
I don't either!
I
That's
don't
so
either.
silly.
It's...
I'm angry!
Hi, Angry, I'm Dad.
I'm leaving.
Hi, I thought you were angry. What's your name?
I have multiple names.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Hmm.
Bad dad puns. That's my middle name, okay? I make that all day, every day.
Heck. Alright, now I'm gonna have to talk to Toad. If I didn't remember, I would have to make a bit of a walk of shame, because I have to go from Fountain. Go back from the Fountain to talk to Toad after this next level, because we do Battle Rock Luigi next. After, well, after Hurry Story. It's like if you don't remember it, you just go like, oh, okay, I just hacked it up. I should go back to the start. That's okay.
Yeah. I really like this. This is really funny. So we talked to Luigi earlier because he said that's a trigger to make him start like looking for stars, I think is what he says. What that means is that he's going to find a star, like get stuck, and then send us a postcard. And if we talk to the mail toad, and get the postcard from Luigi, we can get a star.
Yeah.
And so right now, Luigi is, if you remember that auto-scroller we did earlier, he's at the end of that auto-scroller stuck in a very small glass orb, and he somehow gave us a post.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Mario games?
Mario games.
See, I'm so wrapped around the fact that we're Luigi, talking to Luigi, and we're gonna have to do something for Luigi later, even though we're Luigi. It's weird.
Okay, well, to be fair, it is like, there's very slight color differences between playable Luigi and non-playable Luigi.
And
Yeah, no,
the
it's true.
non-playable Luigi is a few pixels taller, if that counts.
Okay, so the difference is this. One Luigi has been washing his clothes, the other one just got new clothes, and he went through a growth spurt. I got it.
Yep. Close enough. And hey, remember that auto-scroller from close to like half an hour ago? We're gonna do the same thing again, so... Is there any donations? Actually, I don't think there are. Is there...
No.
I could ask if there's any, like, questions that the chat has. I can do, like, a quick answer, and if... Oh my goodness, I really messed this triple jump up. I can do a few questions right now, like...
Right meow.
Right meow. Right meow.
Meow. While we're waiting for those questions, here's a little bit something for you guys. The Fastest Furs for Life is the first ever speedrunning marathon organized by furry community. The one question from Trixie: what area do you find most difficult in SMG?
Probably Ghostly, probably like a mix of Ghostly Secret. Well, Ghostly Secret's the hardest, but if I think about all around worst, boy time, that's a level you can probably see a bit later on, and you can get a massive idea of what I mean when I say it's like the worst level in the game. What's the worst star speedrun? Toy Time Comet is like one of the worst, if not Gold Leaf 2.
Any star with Boulder.
Any star with Boulder Guys is also a Reiki. No.
Is that the same Boulder guys from like Luigi's Mansion?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
His name is... That is probably Bouldergeist or something.
Yeah, no,
Because
it
it's a
is.
boo. They all have
Yeah.
pun names. This is also a pun name, but it is Bouldergeist because he is made out of boulder. And he is a goat.
And he is the worst, and he is. The
He
worst
also, yeah,
enemy.
he's also terrible.
And it's all entirely based on RNG. I'm not even
Wow.
kidding. He is the only RNG level in the entire game, and you have to do him twice.
Really?
The difference between best cycle and worst cycle is about a minute every time.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Also, that star was green.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's
It's not actually important.
it's not. Well, it is kind of important, but it's like,
Not in this run.
not in this run. In 120 stars, it would be though.
Yeah. There are these 3 galaxies known as the Trial Galaxies, which I probably just incited someone's PTSD by saying that name.
Yep.
And basically, they just take 3 kind of special mechanics. Have we seen all? Yeah, the manta surfing, the bubble blowing, and the rolling ball, and just make really hard levels.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. That sounds like it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also because we're at the bedroom, we don't really want to trigger. There's a thing in there's a thing in the community saying you don't want to trigger the 29 style level. It is bad. It's just bad. You don't talk about it at all. It's the worst in the game. I should have probably said that's the worst level in the games.
So that means we have to talk about it then.
Well, we don't talk about it. Actually, heck it. We'll talk about it now. It's Dusty DM.
Hey kids, do you like dehydration?
Yeah!
What if I told you there is a level in the bedroom that took place in the desert?
Oh my god, that's amazing!
That sounds
No,
like
it's not
fun.
amazing. No, 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 no.
I like dehydration.
Also, hey, we haven't seen Bunny since,
I've been right here the whole time.
oh yeah. We haven't seen these bunnies since Gateway. We've talked to you, but we haven't seen these kinds of bunnies. Haven't seen them in a long time.
You do not get a star for catching.
Heck,
So do not try it, please.
I won't. You're a good bun.
Or will you?
No, I won't. Also, hey, this boss, I keep forgetting its name. Also,
Hey.
again, another raid by Archon. You. Thanks the raid. Oh yeah, Major Burrows. That's the name of this boss fight. The end of this level. So, yeah, this level probably people think has the best music, but I actually tend to disagree, because this is probably the most the most overrated opinion that nearly, like, everyone goes for. Like, nearly everybody just says, okay, Dusty Gun has the best music in the game, hands down, but I actually don't believe it. It's probably a mix between Battle Rock and Dusty Doom. No, Player. How did that get in?
I think Space Junk is really great.
Space Junk's good. Battle Rock and Boy Bass, which you're going to see a little bit
That
later.
is also a really good song.
Also, this mole planet. This mole planet is it exists.
It's got more on it.
Remember that thing I mentioned about the camera in Battle Rock 2?
For those just coming in for the raid that probably didn't hear about the camera, basically, things not on camera in this game don't exist, essentially. Once it's off camera, it's not moving. So
Basically.
it can be easy to manipulate moving objects by changing your camera accordingly.
And that mole planet was the perfect example of one of those. Long jumps, please. Now we're just gonna grab this, that's the wrong stump. We're just gonna grab this caterpillar in order to just, for some reason, because of video game.
Would you believe me if I told you that of all the places in this game that has a really strict invisible walls, it's this set of apples?
Yep.
But why?
Because, there's a lot of really loose gravity stuff we can do in this game that's super cool. You cannot skip any of those apples.
You can't.
There are invisible walls.
Those apples are very important.
Oh, and also, this fight against Major Burrows, this fight is the worst. It's kind of RNG, but it's, like, not the most RNG.
I really dig.
So you're gonna really see, you're gonna see me jump over jump over this mole here in order to just get the mole to shoot out a little bit quicker, and ground pound twice, and that has never happened before. He's just gone up the tree for some reason.
Wait there.
I just love the look of that. It just looks so funny. Because yes,
And the bunny is safe.
and the bunny is safe.
But
That's
for how long?
that's the second one for how long? About 5 minutes.
Sounds about right.
Oh my god, I'm actually really close to my PB.
It's weird to think that this is someone's childhood game because it's like, but at the same time, this is a childhood game of mine. So I don't know why I think it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's like well, I wouldn't say it's like my childhood game. I only started playing this about 4 years ago.
Well, I'm saying like the first time I played it, I was like in 2nd grade or so,
Oh my god.
and I'm a senior now.
Oh geez, you're just a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first Super Mario game was literally like the Super Mario Bros. Like, jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Just
Oh, yeah,
everyone
this-
feel old. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Us youngsters are kind of getting a bit.
Didn't need to do that.
Sorry.
Never get old. You know what will never get old? We got a $64 donation from Tweak. What is Mario's favorite musical? Mamma Mia. Why does Mario want to be a celebrity? Because being a star makes you invincible. What happens when you bring a Koopa Troopa to a party? It becomes celebration.
That's good.
I'm going
Alright,
to.
actually, correction, no, that's not PB paste, but it's like
It is fast.
I accidentally read my PB as summer best for some reason. I sometimes do that.
Yeah. After that donation, I hear the pun alarm going off, and I'm gonna have to reply to it with a. My voice cut out.
Oh, there we go. That was a very quiet one. That's like
It's all good.
See, it could be like one of my rules because it's ear shadow.
Oh no.
oh no.
I'm not gonna hit you with my Roo. If we get up to like 3,000, I'll hit you. I'll hit you with it.
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa!
oh. Okay.
You got
then.
another raid.
Please, yes, we have more coins. Thanks, bro, Sencha.
Thanks, bro, Sancho.
There have been so many raids this run. This is incredible. I think we're gonna have to get another.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
There you go. Right. That's
You
my
just
Roo.
made a Luigi sound.
Yep.
Mamma mia.
Oh, mamma mia.
Mario.
Alright.
Mario.
What has this run become?
It's become Luigi's Galaxy. Duh.
Alright.
We're just having a good time. It's
Having a
past
good
midnight where you are. I just realized that.
Yeah, it's past. That's gonna keep me up all night. Keep in mind, we still have another hour of this.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We're gonna get even more and more crazy. Okay.
Maybe. Also, this is a cool skip, and I think I messed it up. There we go. Nice. I did the same thing in my PB too, so I'm not losing time. Well, I'm not losing time to my PB. So this skip, you just launch him right off the edge, and you can just make it over there. There are different setups to it. There's one Mario set. There's a setup that only works as Mario. That is like actually interesting. I don't understand how it works, but it basically involves you climbing up on the platforms, and it's just Okay, there you go. It's there. It's weird. I don't know on how it works, but it's like, sure. Now it's time for Dusty Garden. Again. Now it's also sorry about that. Remember that bunny that that was safe from the mole? It's back in the same place again.
Oh no.
Sadly.
Oh, great. I was gonna do Kool-Aid Man. I decided against it.
No. To be fair, I don't even get the reference between it because it's like we don't have it. Kool-Aid.
You guys don't have Kool-Aid?
We actually don't. It's just a British thing.
Wow. Do you guys have like pixie sticks?
Nope.
What?
You fund
Oh my
it?
We just have like, oh, we have our own food and stuff.
You just have tea and Street Fight.
Yeah.
And Wensleydale cheese.
To be fair, our delicacy is literally just cheese and toast, so it's like there's nothing really much.
I love the cheese. I love the tea. Okay, I could live in Britain. Just give me some bread. That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that fight was the exact same thing as in Dusty Gun 2. Look at that bun in the background. It's nice. Not just bouncing around. And yeah, time for Freeze Flame. Hot favorite. You'll see why. Oh no, I just triggered it. That's the cursed level. We don't talk about it. I literally decided one time of making my bedroom split just don't hit 29. And it's like, if it hits 29, then if I accidentally hit the one level with 29, it's just Dusty Doom. We don't. Again, it's Dusty Doom. It's hard. It's bad. We don't talk about it. What? Okay. That has happened before, but it doesn't happen usually. It's also slow. And hey, speaking about it, as a bit of a fun fact, the first ever route for this game actually did it. Actually did do Dusty Doom in any percent. But that was the first route that was made back in 2007. Back when the game came out. Imagine, I'm so sorry for, well, I actually do know the person that did that. It was, Aris. She's actually one of the a Metroid Prime runner, but she actually did one Galaxy run back in 2008, and it was actually the first ever recorded run of this game. That just did that skip. No, did Dusty Doom in any percent. Alright. And now it's time for just knocking this fight out, if I can. If I cannot get frozen, thank you.
I think you just need to let it go.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one. It was very punny of you.
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, I'm a punny guy. What can I say?
Alright. Now this level's... New host.
I wanted to make another Frozen pun, but for some reason, my brain keeps transitioning from like I can't remember one of the Frozen song names, and it keeps transitioning from a verse of that song to the chorus of "It's the End of the World" and I feel fine.
I
So-
mean, After you watch like 10 minutes of Frozen, you know, it is the end of the world. And you're gonna feel fine, okay?
Yeah,
You're gonna...
exactly. Alright, now Freeze Flame a Galaxy again. We're just kind of getting a bit of a sneak peek of what happens in Freeze Flame 3, which, it's spoilers, but what can you do? Didn't get the boost again. Darn it, burn it. Also, there's the, should talk about ice physics, because ice physics is an interesting thing. With Luigi, you can just do long jumps with spins, and you can go fast. Alright, now Freeze Flame 2. Shall I talk about this skip? Because I'm going for the fast strat, because why not?
Supersonic fast.
Oh, you'll see fast in a moment, right here. This is strat I usually go for in marathons, because it's like, why not? It saves 0.6. I'm not even kidding, this skip saves 1/6 of a second. But it's hard, and it is just cool.
So
It's
I guess you're
mainly-
just gonna be shaving off some seconds.
A part of a second.
Okay.
It is a really cool trick though, and I usually do it in marathons to like show off how good it is.
Absolutely flexing on.
Right?
Well,
So nice of
bias-
you.
I don't mean once. Oh, how did I hit that one boulder? It's not a 1/6 of a second. It's 0.6 of a second, by the way.
That is 3/5 of a second.
3/5.
Math.
Man, my one good subject.
My
Hey.
one. Also, that's also my one good subject. But then I got rusty at it.
It's not mine.
Also, this trick is cool. And I got it? Nope, I didn't. You can only try it once. Also, this level is really easy. You just do this and you can break the entire level. Because like the video game developers just forgot to skip the entire thing. That trick is also easy. Like, I reckon if someone just knew about it, oh no, this is bad. I'm probably dead. Oh no, I am not. That's a good one.
Why?
Oh
That-
my goodness.
That trick is fire.
Literally. Also, yeah, that one, I sadly didn't go for that one trick, because you need 4 HP in order to do it. And of course, if you lose it, you're gone. You're just gone. You can't save it back. Alright, Freeze Flame 3. Now you're gonna see what you could have expected in Freeze Flame Comet, but everything's a bit different. Aww. Nice one, Infernal Translator.
Feeling a little bit lukewarm on this one.
Definitely getting warmer with that.
Don't give me the cold shoulder. You know what's funny.
Nice. That was pretty nice.
Thank you.
I didn't actually mean that to be a pun, but it's like, it worked out.
You know, sometimes the puns just come with you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we apparently have a fire flower here, so we're just going to use that here for I saw that. That's a good one. Gonna use that to light up these torches. Give it a little bit of a bright soul in our lives. In this dark day. This dark, gloomy, wet day. Of a Sunday morning now, actually. For me. Sunday morning / Saturday evening. Also, this one is... No. Let's see how the ice goes. The ice is like... Well, the ice can be a bit annoying if you just hack up the movement, but we got it. Can be a bit frustrating if you don't know what you're doing, but it's like, yeah. I love the fact that I just look at my best boss all the time and I realize I can still PB, but it's like, only barely. That's most likely not happening.
You never know.
I have a total of 20 seconds to save, well, how far ahead or behind? I'm 146 behind of PB at the moment.
Mm.
And my best possible time is a 2:32:07. Which, for reference, what that counts for is I have to play like a 225, which is my summer best, for the next 50 minutes. Yeah, totally gonna happen, right? Totally gonna happen.
Totally, absolutely.
By that I mean it's not. I mean, I can still get a good run out of this.
Who knows?
Also,
maybe the second half you're just gonna pick it up and then bam, you know?
yeah.
UPB.
Also,
BP.
this is a cool trick. You can basically do what is known as a sideways wall jump, where you can just wall jump at a really sideways angle, which... Just gotta believe, yeah, I could clutch it out, but then again, I probably am, like... I don't really have, I wasn't expecting another PB anyway, like... Not really too much of a big deal. In a way, this is more like a practice for a tournament match later on in the night. So yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're in a tournament for this game right now.
Yeah.
That's
So nice.
insane.
Also, yeah, that was actually a good level, and I golded that by like 2.5 seconds. Okay, sure. Speaking of goldsmiths, there's one right there. So yeah, to explain, also, we're gonna need an explanation for this strat, because, yeah, this is... Oh god. This is an interesting strat. So, shoutouts to one of the original runners of this game, Valu. He actually found out this one thing with the B power-up, and you can see... I'm just gonna let it explain itself.
Oh, that's a sticky situation.
Got it. Had to get that one in there. Just gonna let this explain itself. I didn't get the full version, but... You see, basically if you just spin and hold A, you can just fly at, like, insane speeds.
That's so cool.
The best part is this trick's actually easy to do, but it's like actually really hard to get right. And also, luckily, this level is actually really good for starters, so you can get a good 150 or so in there. On average, if you play well. And, oh no, that's bad. That's a nope. I'm gonna nope my way out of that one. But yeah, you can just use that to get over to the star. Oh god, dark matter plant. For that person I saw in chat that was just asking if they can when you hit the next Bowser, now's your chance. Because this level is an actual nuisance if you mess it up. This level is hard. This is actually the hardest level in the game. Well, the hardest level movement-wise in the game. Thanks, Endozoma. Endozoma. Didn't quite pronounce that right, but I guess I could talk a bit more about how like the tournament's going on. But basically, for those who don't know, there's an actual Galaxy tournament going on at Speed Gaming. I'm actually one. Go figure. My run is actually later on today. Funnily enough. Well, it's later on at when I wake up at like what's that? I think it's at 5:30 actually my time. So I'm hoping this in a way is going to be practice for that said tournament match. Which I mean, whatever happens, I'm probably going to lose in the third round because person I've seen I was facing is person that I've mentioned about my summer best. Yeah, she has a PB that's better than it. Okay, this skip is cool. This is what I call plus sign skip. You can just skip this entire sign right there.
Wow.
And then we're going over to the second fight. This fight is... There's a common misconception I see people say, like saying, oh, this fight is the exact same as the first fight. But no, that is not the case. If you think that is the case, then you are incorrect, and you will, as you can probably see, if you do the exact same thing as you did for the first phase, first fight, you would get knocked the heck out of there faster than you would just. Well, faster than you'd blink. Alright, so it's better to hit the tail because you see Bowser does these punches while he spins around. If you hit the tail, Bowser actually gets up a bit later. Well, Luigi gets up a bit later, so there's actual time to do that. Well, and bring here. 1, 2, 3. And you can just cancel Bowser just by spinning at his stomach. Okay, there we go. That was actually pretty good.
Okay, we just got a $60 donation. I'm sorry if I'm gonna butcher your name. Tua Olu. They write, having an awesome time watching all the furry runners this weekend. I'm making this donation a 3-part incentive for tomorrow's Final Fantasy IV FE race. $20 for Deltarune, Z Sprite, $20 for Sonic Twin harp music, and $20 towards renaming Bosuya to Foo.
Thanks for the donation. Alright, now we have the engine room next. Oh goodness, the engine room. It's the heckin' worst. So hey, Snowy and Roto. Hey, good luck on your run later, Snowy. I'll probably catch that myself. Can't wait for it. Time for the engine. And
Yay!
yay, this means Gold Leaf. Also, oh my god, that's cute emote. Alright, so Gold Leaf. Should I try a cool strat? It loses time, but it's like actually really fun to do. Well, it loses a little bit of time, but it's like, it's really consistent and it's fun. Because memes. Should I do it? If there's no answer, I'll do it. But
Do it!
Alright, I'm doing it. I was probably gonna try it anyway, because it's like, it's actually like, really cool. Alright, so you're gonna see well, it's just funny when you get it. Also, that's the 5th one this run. Oh my goodness, this is actually good. There is a bit of a faster way to get these star chips by going clockwise instead of counterclockwise, but that involves a really un-RTA viable trick, which is like, no, you're not. No, I am not doing that. There is another trick that is a bit easier, but it's just cool. So y'all are going to see something. Oh, that's a piranha plant. It's doing a heckin' gnome. Y'all are gonna see something cool. This was actually found by a runner called Trustfall. He's actually one of the only runners that use 2-player. But yeah, this trick's cool. It's called the Bunny Whisperer.
Oh, is it now?
Just look at that. That bunny just went straight into me. Oh yeah. I still love the fact that Negtaro was actually one of the OG Japanese runners of the game, who actually had like a really good time. He literally had to play the. He was actually he was a 2-player runner, and he played the second controller with his feet.
Wow.
That is insane. I still never get the grasp of how it works.
He is a freaking legend.
Yep. Thing is, his world record takes like his world record literally took like about about close to 5 years to being beat. When it was beat, it was actually beat by Valu with 1 player. Yeah, there are a bunch of really cool things in this game. Also, this level. Ew. Delete this level from existence, please. I wish.
Understandable.
This level's actually the worst. I'm gonna focus here, because there are these jumps, as you can see, and they are the worst things in the world. That long jump's pretty, well, that long jump's hard, and this... And yep, it's happening. And I got a second try though, so that's cool. I love how I get everything right, but I just mess up the triple jump there. And this. Okay. Oh yeah, that can be used in order to skip the entire thing. Funniest thing is that the
That's
funniest
incredible.
thing is that actually could have golded, but it was like 0.1 off. 0.01 off. I'm kind of offended at that, but it's like, what can you do?
They should have just given it to you.
Should have just given it, but it's like,
Yeah.
no. Not allowed, no fun allowed. well, fun is allowed, but it's like not the game just bullies you out of it.
Seems like it.
Like heck the game.
Big heck.
Big heck. And hey, remember this trick over here with that I mentioned with Honey I Have One's tree skip? Here's another tree skip. If I can do the triple jump here. There we go. That's the reason why we call the other tree skip Honey I Have One skip, because there are 4 different tree skips. Furries in a Twitch stream. What are the odds? Also, this is another cool strat. You can basically skip this entire cycle by well, you can skip this entire thing of attack just by landing at the right spot. The way I treat this cycle is like, say if you're doing a if you're in a fighting game and you're just you're just playing oh my god, here's just the cutscene there. We're just casually watching the cutscene for no reason at all.
Today I'd like to sell you some fresh air.
Yep. So, just to explain how that trick works, I often treat it as like, say you're playing a fighting game, but you're you're like the worst person in the world up against, well, say like you're playing Smash Ultimate. You're up with the worst person in the world, and you're up against, say, well, Impalio. That's how I like to treat it. You're just hecked. You have no chance of winning.
What are we talking about?
Well, that skip that I was talking about with the skipping his entire attacks.
Oh, right.
Actually, it's more of a case of just your controller just going off. I just usually think of an analogy of it. Also, this level's full. Damn it. I messed it up. No, heck. If you play this level really good, you will see how it actually goes. Well, if you play this level really well, you can get to hear the music really good, and it's like, oh my god, it works really good. You can just go the you can just go the whole thing without stopping, and it's like, yeah, cool. And now, Gold Leaf Comet, which, think of it as like the exact same thing as Gold Leaf, again, the exact same thing as Gold Leaf 3, but with a Cosmic Mario, or a Cosmic Luigi, even. And now it's time, and now after that, we actually go to Sea Slide, because Sea Slide is Sea Slide. And we don't talk about Sea Slide as well, because that's my second, I think that's like my second one in, oh, that's like my 7th one in the whole thing? Oh, cool. I have not gotten any of those boosts today. Sea Slide Purples, no! Actually, to be fair, we don't talk about Sea Slide Purples as well. I mean, to be fair, I do unironically do kind of like it, but very lightly. This is bad. I'm gonna have to take a death, because at this point I might as well just, well, at this point you have to do, well, at this point it's like you only have like 4 attempts of doing this before Cosmic Mario, there we go, Cosmic Luigi gets the star.
Jeez.
And if you mess it up all 4 times, might as well just call it a day and try again, because it's like there's no point. Here it's Seaside instead of Seaslide. Maybe too many Celeste. Maybe. So shouts to Celeste. Shouts to Chapter 9.
Celeste.
Celeste is a good game. I like it.
Perfect.
Chapter 9
I
is fun.
haven't played it.
Yeah. Doing a huge misservice to yourself. You should play it. Good.
It's fun.
It's on the
hard,
list.
But it's hard, but it's fun.
Is it harder than Seaside Purple?
I wouldn't say Seaside Purple is a good definition of being hard as a game.
Okay.
I'd say that Sea Slide Purples is a good definition of being.
Yeah. Relatable. Actually, I would have probably put this more of a definition for Seaslide 1 in Comet and 3, and Comet and 2, and you will see that in a moment. Hopefully it just doesn't go below sea level.
It's my favorite level.
I'm so ready for this.
The thing about this level is that you have to get all the 8 rings that this guy spawns for you.
More of an orb.
However, the problem is that this guy moves very, very slowly.
No.
So
No way.
at this
my
point,
God.
it's basically an auto scroller. Well, we wait like 12 years for this guy to finish spawning his 8 rings. Pods mentioned he was in a tournament earlier. Last year, there was a tournament that I actually commentated a few rounds in, and I got a lot of laughs out of like talking really slowly to drag out the whole auto scroller, and I tried doing that again, but I already ran out of stuff to say.
Heck.
Right.
It's so long.
I think this is perfect, you know, for speed running. You know, this is what we train for, right here, to go as slow as we possibly can.
Actually, the next level, I think we train for that ourselves, because this next level is probably the best example you're ever going to get of speedrunning this game. Pain and suffering. Well, I don't mean that in that way, I mean more of a literal sense. Yeah, Laurie, can you explain surface swimming?
Okay, so you know how we've been spinning a lot in the water? If you're on the surface and you do that specifically, you move really fast.
Oh.
Like, really fast.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it works, and I don't know how it works.
It's because Luigi doesn't really know if he's in the surface or or in the water. But yeah, this is gonna be painful. I mean that in the sense of my arm. You basically have to shake like mad, like your life actually depends on it. So, and it kind of in a way does, because like a 1-up is dependent on how long you actually don't to get in the start. So you literally have to spin like heck. Nice backflip. I wish I had my face cam on so I can actually show what you can see right now.
Like how the other Luigi has the blue shell.
That was a bit more dramatic than what I should have done, but
I mean, you went fast.
I went first.
Super fast.
But now my arm kind of hurts. And now we gotta do it again. For longer.
Oh my god.
And we even do... Well, actually we don't do it for Seaside 3, thank god, because Seaside 3 you have to do it for even longer. Well, probably not for longer, but it's like... You have to do it in Seaside 3 and Comet, and Purples as well. And yeah, Sea Slide Purples is a level, it just takes like 7-8 minutes. It's like you just get 100 coins and it's just so slow, it's so boring, and you can miss one easily. I prefer it over Beach Ball, but it's like, it's still bad. That's going to be a very unpopular take in the speedrun community, and everyone is going to flame me for it. Also, again, more surface swims. Heck yeah. What am I doing?
Oh.
What I mean, this is like actually painful. My arms are kind of shaking right now.
Your arms have been shaking this whole run.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, yeah. But this is like amplified to the max. I wanted to go for coinless there, but oh wait, I already got coin hack. Can't really do that now. Oh yeah, I guess times, by the way, I forgot to mention. Good times like a mix between like 40, 50 to a minute. Anyone want to guess times? Quick. Before it's done.
58?
No, it's
103.7.
104.03.
I was close.
Much closer than me.
Heck, my arm. I can't wait to go to bed as soon as I'm done with this.
I give you guys a lot of props for doing the speed run, especially since you have to do motion controls. Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine.
It's more... The motion controls are kind of lenient. Like, it's not as bad as you think it is. But it's still, like, you need to know where you're going, what you're doing, go from A to B to C to D to E, and then so on and so on. It's like... Trying to remember things you do with the motion controls can be a bit annoying. It's a bit... You can just lose yourself really easily if you don't know what you're doing, especially for newer runners. Also, this is a level I hate due to one reason. Well, not this level in specific, but this level is known for having the spring mushroom. Yay, and we all love how the spring mushroom is, right? Yeah, totally. And this game doesn't like me. Heck. Hey, so you know how you actually usually do with this level, where you go into this level with the spring mushroom? Like, that coin gives you a spring mushroom? Yeah, we're not doing that. I love how Nintendo just perfectly intends, okay, you need to use a spring mushroom here, but just doing this is good enough. There is only like one actual use for the spring mushroom, even though there's like 4 or 5 of them in the game. The only actual use is for a level in the garden called Macro Splatter, but that's the only thing we actually use in 120. It's luckily not in any percent because we don't go to the garden. Thank goodness for that. We don't go to the garden. Yeah. Oh, the garden's fun, but it's like, yeah. Also, this skip is called Armpit Skip. You can take a hot guess of why it's called that.
Because we skip the feet.
Well, you literally just go with the armpit of this fight. You can't get more self-explanatory name skips up than that. Same. And there we go, that's the end of the fight. Multi-moment comment? Oh god.
Oh, goodness.
Good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about that level, though, as well. That level's the worst. It's actually as bad, in all fairness. Well, actually, it's not bad. It's more hard than anything. You can lose it's actually one of the more punishing levels. There's like, if you lose, if you like take a death or at any point of the in that level, even right at the end, you go right back to the start. And it's like 4 minutes long. Totally reminds me, because there's like another version of this game. Well, in like Galaxy 2, there is another level. Exactly that same premise, but here's the deal. You have 1 HP. It's it's called the perfect run. You have 1 HP, and if you haven't heard of this over at all around at Twitter, it's a thing. It's interesting in probably all of the worst ways ever, and it is really satisfying if you get it right, but it's like if you don't, you're gonna be stuck for like a while. But like think of it as like this concept. Well, think of it as like this concept of explaining it. It's a level with 6 hard sections based on what you learn throughout the entire game, and if you die in one of them, the last one is like a bunch of just... The last one is basically, you know what, in Mario Maker you get the spam of Hammer Bros and Boomerang Brothers? Think of like that, like how like, oh, whoa, that's never happened before. That's a free on the counter. Think of it as like, you know how Mario Maker there's this thing where you just spam a bunch of Hammer Bros? Well, some random because of it. It's like think of that, but it's like 20, 30 of them. Well, it's more like 10 of them. I was just over exaggerating, but you die at any of those sections, you basically go right back to the start. It's actually kind of nerve-wracking at the end of a 242 in Galaxy 2. Which kind of reminds, like, 10 hours if you're good. It's like a 10-hour run if you're good at the game. And there's also another thing known as the 602, where you basically have to do that after completing games such as Mario 64, Galaxy 1, and Sunshine, as well as Galaxy 2, all before it. And you're basically just absolutely tired doing the entire level, and you have to do it first try, otherwise you're just gonna be stuck. And just keep in mind, if you think about how long this game is, like, the 80% of this game, you're the entire 602, like, the entire world record of the 602 is a 21 hours, the entire thing. It's insane. Oh, I'm dead. So I had to double check to see if my audio was actually coming through.
That is definitely dead.
Wow. I was waiting for the death.
That's a dead right there.
That is a dead, yes, absolutely. Confirmed.
It's a heckin' dead Luigi right there.
Is it Luigi?
Yep. A heckin' dead green Mario right there, basically. Also, yeah, as I was trying to say before, I didn't know that audio came through because I just had these moments where I see nobody like talking about it and I just go like, is there anything going on?
Yeah, no,
as it was-
I'm spacing out.
Ah, that's fair. But there's this thing known as a 602, where you do Mario 64 120 star, Galaxy 1 120 stars, Sunshine 120 shine, and Galaxy 2 242 stars. And like the last star you do is the perfect run. Yeah.
Wow.
Just keep in mind how long the entire thing is. It's like the world record is 21 hours.
21 hours. Jeez. I could not imagine doing a speed run for like nearly a day. That's insane. I mean, do you get like bathroom breaks or anything like that?
You get bathroom breaks, and you are allowed to, like, you know, go and walk and like take breaks. You can take breaks in general. There's like, but well, it's 21 hours if you're good, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh my
forgetting
God.
that 602 break rule. It's like you get like, is it an hour per game?
No, it's like if you spend more than an hour at all, well, if you spend more than an hour at a time of breaks, you're gone. You can't
Yeah.
have any breaks longer than an hour.
Wow.
I'm guessing that doesn't count for like if you do stuff during like, I don't know, Mario Galaxy crap.
Luckily, there are breaks that are in the run, like the credits for Mario Galaxy, the opening for Sunshine, and 2 credit scenes for Galaxy 2, which equate to about 20 minutes of free break time. Sorry.
Okay, well that's fair. At least they give you that.
Yeah, the game does give you that, and also keep in mind how much downtime this game has. You can literally just, you can literally just run to the toilet and run back by the time that one of these star cutscenes are done. I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah,
Oh
no,
my God.
I where I live right now, I literally can like reach from sitting at my desk. I can basically reach like a bathroom. So like I'd probably have time to go to the bathroom in between star cutscenes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, you know what? Like where I live, like I have to like go down a flight of stairs in order for me to get there to the bathroom. So it's like, nope, sorry. By the time I'm there, it's like I have to start again.
Alright, now time for the cleanup, because we're done with the engine. We're just gonna go back over to the kitchen again, and yeah. Yeah, 602 is intended to be a race.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And, okay, this level. There's an actual Also, yeah, boy.
And run faster. I am crippled, okay? I have a knee issue. Okay, someone needs to carry me down there. Just toss me down there. All right.
Where are we tossing you?
To the bathroom. Just toss me down to the first floor, okay? And then like I'll use the store and then I'll just you know, like swing myself back up here, okay?
Okay,
We'll use psychic powers to get you back up here.
Here we go.
There we go.
He eats the
Can we get some like if you have some like emotes that you post when there's good music? Post those right now, please.
Heck yeah.
Get your sour pleases in chat, or if there's any other emote that...
I know Desi has some like really good ones. It's like Toad
Yeah.
just vibing.
Also, speaking about the 602, I actually was doing, I should probably resurface. I was actually doing something else known as the 246, which is the any percent version, which you're talking like just under 9 hours of those same games I mentioned, but any percent. That was actually the last time I did a Galaxy run for reference. I got like a 233 Galaxy, which, as you can probably guess, this is looking like not that. It's not like looking like that. It's looking more like 35.
233 is pretty good.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty good in my book.
My PB is a mid 232. Just to put that in perspective. That run I actually had like that run was actually my second best 64 run, my second best Galaxy 1 run, a PB in Mario Sunshine, and a huge 8-minute PB in Galaxy 2. Like, okay. Understandable. That was understandable. Have a nice day.
Please.
And funnily enough, that was actually sixth from that game on that category now, so that's cool. Alright, boy base secret, then we're approaching the end of this run. So yeah, that was a Pokemon reference, technically. That literally is a Pokeball.
That's incredible.
I choose you, Staryu.
No star me?
No, because it wasn't purple.
Okay, alright. I'll give it to you.
I mean, this one does star you as well, star me. Yeah, I tried.
I mean, early in the run, we could hear your stormy weather outside your window.
Hey!
Oh, yeah. I don't get it.
You don't get it?
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay, Lori. I got it.
Thank you.
Got it, girl.
Your puns are safe with me.
Thank you.
Drip drop. And this is where the run can be more of a drip. Oh, this is such a drip. Like,
Can we get a PogChamp for Drip Drop?
yay! Alright, haha.
No.
Yay. PodzDragon in the chat. I was being ironic Lori was being ironic that this level is actually fun with massive quotation marks, like 800 quotation marks. Yeah, Galaxy Communities really just tries to hide away the fact that some of these levels are like god awful. Like, why does this exist? Alright, now think about again, what I mentioned with the moles, with, if the mole's on camera, then it worked, then if anything's not on camera, it doesn't work, right? Think about this, but amplify it up to 20. Oh no, this is bad. Hang on, I can save this. I can clutch this out. No, sir. In your face. Hey, caught him. Nice. It's like
Nice.
you just know where, well, if you get the cycle right and put the cameras at the exact right spots, you know exactly where they're gonna go every single time. That level is a run killer. It's a massive run killer. I remember there was a relay. We did one of the biggest at Global Speedrun Association. That was like a 246-star relay that we did, and one of the runners, Hardcore Gaming, was on world record pace, and he killed it to this level, into that level, Drip Drop, because he messed up the camera. It would have been like at that time, it could have been the first ever 223, but it was just the wrong place at the wrong time.
Jeez. That's disappointing.
It was pretty sad, especially the fact that like over 3,000 people were watching at that time.
Ooh. Talk about dropping the ball.
Yep. Oh, you haven't heard of the perfect run. That reminds me of a story I should probably say on myself, because there was another event that was going on where I was actually doing Super Mario Galaxy 2 242 star, and for reference, my PB then was 12 hours, 18 minutes, and 36 seconds. Turns out I actually was 15 minutes ahead going into the final level, which was Perfect Run. I was about, like, I want to say I was barely sub 12 pace, but when I realized, I was like, okay, that's a death, that's another death, that's another death. I was like, okay, heck, I don't really know what to do, and believe me, I was, like, actually kind of stressing out a little bit, because I was like, okay, I wanted to PB, and I was like, 12 hours in, just miss PB by 8 seconds. Yeah, sure.
Jeez. I would have been so salty.
I was. Trust me. It was fun times. I was not in the mood of... Well, I was not in the mood for the rest of that night.
I wouldn't have been either.
Luckily now, I just look back at it and laugh. Because really, that was just a huge joke, right? No, that just ended right then and there, because I was like, okay. Also, one sec.
Can we get?
Alright, sorry, Laura, you did kind of... Sorry, Laura, you kind of, like, cut out for me, and I didn't hear anything you said.
When
Same.
Pete says Luigi, I want to see everyone in chat type Luigi. Or is it? No, it's Rosalina.
Rosalina. Go, Luigi.
I don't know. I thought it was Pete.
I mean, you know, it's like the same person, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Eh.
same person. They're both people for... they both go for Luigi, so...
Exactly.
Alright.
Luigi.
The fate of the universe. This is a... Well, there's a site that I'm gonna try and hit here, called Early Lights. See if I get it. And I think I might have already messed it up, but... I don't know. We'll have to see.
Go Waluigi.
Wait, wrong character.
Correct character.
Not until he's in Smash.
Oh no. He is in Smash though.
It's not
Doesn't
playable.
That's an assist trophy.
That
An
does not
assist
count.
fighter.
It absolutely counts.
Close enough.
Well, we got King K.
Who is... I mean, Skin K is just... Sadly, it's kind of like one of the worst characters in the game, but it's like, it totally counts.
He can body slam people, which is really funny looking. So I mean, I like.
I remember there was
Yeah.
this meme where K was just doing this one thing, and it was just considered like the super map. It was like it looked like something from. That was this one TV show called Supermarket Sweep.
Oh yes. Oh, that.
What is this?
It looked exactly like that. I think it was like one of his grabs actually did that. Also, I'm gonna have to end up with a... Sorry, I
Nice.
had to. It's a meme in the Galaxy community, you have to end up with the nice number for star bits. Sorry, I kind of had to.
No, it's okay. Guys, if you're enjoying the marathon and want to see some furries playing video games for Extra Life, then be sure to check out our main Extra Life fundraising weekend happening November 2nd and 3rd. Follow @Furs for Life on Twitter for updates and info.
You were cutting out a lot on that on my end. I was like, okay, what if? I was just getting a bit confused, but alright, now this is the Bowser fight. This is where the stairs come in. Also, I'm gonna do this in another way. Oh. There we go. I'm doing the nice in a different way. Oh god. What on earth's going on with the audio? Guessing Discord's having a bit of a technical hitch.
Oh heck.
Oh hey. Also, this Bowser's mad. I think he wants to kill us. Also, look at that. Nice. It had to be done. You can't get out without that. It's a huge meme in the Galaxy community, so everybody does it. Even though they don't do it in the same way. Oh yeah, you might want to get ready on time. Whoever's on that. Well, whoever's on time, get ready for it.
We're gonna beat his face soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Soon
good.
TM. Soon TM. Alright, now this fight is probably one of the other good musics of the game. Just trying to see Bowser Grand Pound here. So this is actually my best marathon run so far, so that's cool.
That's really cool.
Absolutely.
Again, it's actually like really close to my average. Like this run in general is like, it's looking like a mid 235. If I can spin Bowser right correctly.
Gonna spin him right round.
Oh my god, I nearly died there. We just shrugged him off like nothing happened. And there we go. That's the end of the run. This is not time. Not time yet. And time is as soon as I grab the final Grand Star.
Okay.
But yeah, good stuff. Thanks for having me on, and it was a pleasure to be a part of the run. Well, be part of this whole thing with like a bunch of donations.
This was a fun run.
This was
Absolutely.
This was
Thanks
a fun
to like
run.
the 4 or 5 people that raided during this run. We got like 4 raids in one run. That was ridiculous.
That was insane.
Freaking crazy.
Also, time. 2:35:37.
GG.
Hey.
Nice, good stuff.
Absolutely.
Alright, so I guess I should just give a bit of shout-outs with this. This run was actually like well, this one's a really good run. This is actually like one of my better side runs, so for those who are interested in learning this game, I guess I could kind of plug a little tutorial that I'm currently making. That was actually me, Danny, Cloud Kirby, and a bunch of other people are actually doing Galaxy as a tutorial. We've got a doc. It's at the minute over 100 pages right now. It is massive. We're just cramming as much as we can in much information as we can and getting the information to everyone. And also afterwards, yeah, if anyone wants to like go and check out, I'm probably gonna be doing a Galaxy run again tomorrow because it's like I've got another tournament match. But other than that, yeah, there's nothing else I really need to explain. If anyone wants to like hop into the Discord, you can and ask any questions and stuff like that.
Good
Yeah,
run.
thanks for having me. Good stuff.
Heck yeah.
Really like this. Really enjoyed this run. This run was really fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching it, honestly. Like I said, this was my first time ever like sitting down and experiencing Mario Galaxy, so this was great.
I should probably like screen cap this and post it on, because just as a reference to this is just like a reference of how the run went. But yeah, but yeah, that's kind of how I would describe the entire this entire thing. It was really fun. I'm kind of tired, so it's like I should probably go to bed.
You
But
should probably go to bed.
Yeah, absolutely. You earned it.
I earned it. Alright, it's like 20 past 1, so I guess I just cut stream. Also, just to explain this, the Lumas are all sad, so can actually I might just I'm gonna keep this going because I do kind of want to show this thing unless someone wants to cut off, but just cue a lot of baby rage in the chat. Just get the most of a baby rage in the chat.
You can watch the ending all you want. It was fun to commentate, but I'm gonna lay down because I'm tired and I have my own run in like 2.5 hours.
Also, I'll just show this for my I'll just show this because I can. But yeah, that's the baby rage. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me be a part of this. Hope everyone has a good time. We raise money to help the kids.
Okay.
And good night.
Heck yeah.
Thank you
Guess
so
I
much
just-
for having us.
Guess
You
I
guys
just-
were amazing.
Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming. Yeah, good stuff. Good night.
Night.